to another Dumpster Fires of the Atomic Shop. Today we have the Shelter in Place bundle, which appears to be new. It's the Vault Atrium, the Nuclear Missile Silo, the Vault Quarters Shelter, and the Vault Server Room. Almost all of these have, I want to say the Atrium came out, and when it originally came out, it was a freebie to Fallout First members. And the only one of these that I don't own is the server room, so I might pick it up because it's the only one that I actually kind of want. We've got the Heavy Ordnance Bundle, which again is a bunch of older items pieced together. You've got the Vault Tech Machine Gun Paint, which is this one right here. It's basically just a bunch of skins, the best one being this one right here, Lucille's Lullaby. Best skin in the game. Or possibly this chrome one. It's a toss-up for me. I like both of these. I don't really like this one. Although, if I'm not mistaken, this one is from one of the previous scoreboards, and you got it as part of the scoreboard challenge thing. So, a bunch of skins. If you need gun skins, it's not a bad price. I mean, for me, it's not a bad price. For you, it's, it's like this one here. It's $1,500 for a bunch of skins, and this one's $2,500 for a bunch of vaults. You got the hand-to-hand bundle, which has, again, a bunch of old items put back in here. I mean, if you're looking for skins, it's not a bad bundle, but like, I'll be honest with you, this pickaxe skin, they could have shown this in a better way. I would have rotated the character around and shown the skin a little better. It just kind of like this right here. The axes are shown the way they should have done the pickaxe skin. Again, it's a $1,200 bundle, or 1,200 atom bundle. Let's be honest, it's a $12 bundle. The Floor Walker bundle, which is marked down 30%, is basically the broadsider skin, this backpack, and this outfit. I mean, if you want to be Peg Leg Pete the Pirate Man, you've got the option right here. It's normally 1,500 atoms. They knocked 450 off. The Rockabilly outfit. Again, not a bad outfit. My friend Time Viewer, this is the kind of stuff that he wore whenever he was younger, but he was kind of a punk. You got the original Beehive in here. If you're going to buy the Beehive, I recommend buying it in the Atomic Shop versus buying it in the Gold Bullion store. Although, if you don't want to spend atoms on it, I totally get it. But if you're going to buy it, the reason why I recommend buying anything in the Atomic Shop versus the Gold Bullion store is the item carries over to all of the characters on your saves versus just carrying over to the one character that bought it in the Gold Bullion store, because eventually you will want to buy it or have other characters. If you're into the Brotherhood of Steel, this is probably the coolest power armor that they've got, and it was a Fallout scoreboard item originally. So, and they've got the high-tech bundle, which is a bunch of the higher-end energy weapons, a bunch of skins. I mean, it's all just skins, really. You've got the stuff from the Red Rocket stuff that's already been here, that's waiting to go out of stock. You've got the last week of the Mothman event, which ended this morning at like 10 a.m., and we should be into some mole miners. You've got the Sawtooth bundle, which is a nice outfit, and comes with the prefab, this chair, which I don't have. By the way, if you are a fan of Nux or any of the people that have been building cars, this is the item that they're using to do their fenders on their cars. But there you go. I kind of wish that it also came with the beaver and the fox thing. I think that would be cool. And I also wish it came with that little triangle there, with the skull and bones triangle thing. Which am. I mean, the standard is this right here. That little skull and bones triangle thing, though, is something else entirely. Um, and the chattering teeth and that box are the only things out of this bundle that I currently own. So they've got some more light 'em up paint jobs. One of the cooler looking armor displays. This is the light 'em up display. They call this the flag waving bundle because it gives you that flag waving emote. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And you get the sparkler one too. The hunting lodge. If you didn't get the hunting lodge, this is a definite good one to get. It also comes with the bear display as well as this fireplace. And the fireplace has a smaller thing to attach to it to make it look like it's going out of the roof of your house. It's not like the old Glory fire display. This one already has the fire built into it. But the cool thing about that is if you buy this one and you already have the old Glory one, the old Glory chimney topper is roughly one wall height, full wall height. This one gives you a half wall height of roughly the same stone. So if you're a builder and you want to mix and match those to, say, build foundations like they did here out of the front of your house, like this, for supports, for columns or something like that. I mean, it's entirely possible. The Rick Daring poster and, of course, the hunting vest, which is the only thing out of this that I don't have. And the Stein display, I really like this Stein display, but I seldom ever use it. So special today, you get the free banner. You got this Dr. Zorbo pose. Corvega Camp Bundle for Fallout First, which is the skins for all of the power and guns, and also the water purifiers. So not a bad one if you're into that. It's 50% off, so 600 atoms is better than what they had originally. You got the varsity jacket in here as well. And then you've got the Mothman Weather Bundle, which will probably be the next one to be leaving, to be honest. Because Mothman, like I said, today was the last day for it, supposedly. Although I haven't looked yet, but we'll find out real quick and make sure. I'm going to jump in on my character, which is Punchline, and we will see how much or how little they have changed. And I'll also let you know a couple things. This is a build by a friend of mine who no longer plays this game. It's a shame, really. He has built some really cool stuff, and he was really good at building. But, never plays it. He got his girlfriend involved in playing it, and then all of a sudden he just stopped. Okay, so I'm down here at my camp that I've been working on. This is in the new zone down here. Let's just check the dailies and see what we've got going on, because that'll tell us exactly what's going on. Nothing big. Kill cultists and mirelurks. I don't know if they ended it or not. Did they end it? There's still a town up, somebody up here at the town. But I thought for some reason they were supposed to be bringing in the mole miner event was supposed to be starting off. We'll have to look around for that. Anyway, because we're down here, I'll show you something cool. Because I think, if I remember right, it should be right over here. Make sure I'm turning the right way. So in the next season, we have mile marker 0 starting off, and this will be the starting point for it. There'll be some major changes going on here with some fortifications going in, and this area here getting cleared out. And this will be instanced to your own individual character, which is why whenever you do this event, you'll get the new currency, which will be basically cargo that they have hired you to transport, or that you have requested to transport. And it's also the reason why in this area of the map, you can't really build on the roads, because they don't want you to interfere with that, because the mile marker 0 can go up. It goes dependent on which version you pick, because there's an easier route, more heavily populated route, meaning like there's more stuff that's going to run into you. But like the whole idea is that you're working this area, and that currency that you get, you'll be able to make changes to the interior of here. You will have a vendor that you can get that will allow you to buy decorations, improve the Brahmin. There'll be a caretaker for them, and a bunch of other little odds and ends that you can do, to be honest. I'm not giving you everything, because in all honesty, it would take a lot to explain it without actually seeing it. But anyway, there's a vendor that one of the vendors will give you the option to, whenever you have them and you do their mission, they'll give you the option to either buy or give you the new laser carbine that they're putting in. And then later on, you'll also be able to buy the upgrades for it. And again, they're putting in a new currency for this, so it's not like gold bullion, and it's definitely not caps, and it's not the any of the other stuff that's already in the game. But the cool part about it is the way they have that this building is being built up, the way it's being made to look is like this up here. It's already in the game, and I can show you roughly what it should look like, because effectively what they have done is they have transported, or they will transcribe this setup. It's basically going to look like this. This is basically what the fortifications are going to look like down there, besides that tunnel being open and you having access to the interior of it.
Where's the next step again?
Those Mothman cultists give me the creeps.
You'll have a bunch of workbenches and people just kind of hanging out there and doing their thing, which is cool.
This place
but
has
this is a
potential.
place in game that already exists, and it's right up here in the forest region at the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse, and you can go check it out already.
This is a better workout than trucking ever was.
The other thing that you can infer by the fact that this building is already here and designed this way
Looks like it might
is
later.
that this will probably, if they decide to expand it, this will probably be a spot where they expand it from.
Oh, we really need to clean up around here.
Into this region. So, yeah,
Bring
mile
up
marker
this,
0
fix that. Ugh, it never seems to end.
should be fun. But just wanted to let you guys know this is the last week to prepare for that. If you don't have... Good, thanks. Anyway, if you haven't already, or you haven't yet done so, I would suggest making yourself a secondary character. The reason why I would suggest that is because this is also the week before the new changes go into effect as far as legendary crafting and the way that changes out. The reason why I would suggest making a secondary character is this week I would suggest making a secondary character, getting them up to about level 5 to 10. Maybe try out a different build than you have already been working on, or try something new in game. Get one of your friends to help you do this, because you'll need somebody to help you so you can do this on a stable world. or you'll need somebody that you trust, at least. And the idea is to use that secondary character to store legendaries from your main that you are storing currently, so that you can use your main character to go out and farm legendaries, and you can store them on that secondary character so you have them ready to break down whenever the new event starts. And then, or when the new crafting setup goes along. And you're going to want to have somebody on your friends list that you trust to do that with. And basically you just go to their location, say, hey, how long are you going to be on? Tell them what you're going to do. Ask them if they mind waiting there for you to do it, and then just literally drop a bunch of stuff on top of them if they're willing to hold it for you. If they're not, have them stand guard over a location. Like, if it's even easier if you're on Fallout first, but have them stand guard at a place like a train station for you and watch over that area. And have your original character that's belly loaded with so many legendaries that they can barely move hop into that area and use either, if you're on a private world, this works, like I said, a lot better. But if you're not, if you're on a private world, you can just basically either find a piece of luggage like this thing and fill it up, or you could always use this, the donations box, and just fill it to the brim. Hop back in with your other alternate character, pick up all the legendaries that you left here for yourself, log out, grab your other character, and go back to farming more legendaries. The idea is that way you will be able to farm and hold enough material so that whenever you start breaking down legendaries, to learn whatever you learn, because in all honesty, the new system is almost as bad as finding legendary out in the wild that you want. You'll definitely want the mule to be able to carry these extra things, and that's what this character will be, is simply a mule. But after the first breakdown period, when you've got all those legendaries back on your main character, and you have broken all those things down, either in a tent or at a workbench, you'll have that secondary character to do things on the score challenge, because one of the things they like to do on the scoreboard in the score seasons challenge is to say, hey, you need to get 2 levels on this character, or you need to kill blah, or you need to mod these pieces of armor, or, you know, I mean, you can see it here. They have a bunch of little things, but one of the things that they typically ask is, can you get a level on a character? And you have a low level character that you can play, and now you have something you can play to get, you know, just go out and play for like 25 minutes and get a level on that you might not have gotten with your main character, because your main character's like this one is like level 258 or even higher in some cases on some of the players, because some people have characters that are up there in the 6 and 700s, and they don't have a mule character and have never even considered making a secondary character, because that's the character they play. But like in my case, and like in most of your cases, you will have seen these videos about these awesome builds, like, oh, how do you play a bloodied build? Or how do you do a power armored build? Or there's really a chainsaw build? You know, all that kind of stuff. This will give you the opportunity to at least test out one of those alternative builds that you're not normally using, because, and it might even give you the opportunity to use some of those legendary items that you're collecting that you don't normally use. Because, you know, I'm using a bloodied build, man, I'm going to definitely want a bunch of vampire weapons. And I'll need unyielding armor. But, and a good bloodied weapon would be a godsend. You know what I mean? It'll give you the opportunity to do something different. So all I'm saying is, you got a week to prepare, hop to it, have fun, and If you don't want to take my advice, then don't take my advice. But hey, at least I gave you an option and gave you something new to think about. Have fun.